Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Boozer here. Today's video, we're going to go over another Clanmates account. I figured this was a good account to have a quick look at because Chan was describing how his account was to me, and I felt like this account was a good example of a mid-range, mid-game account. So he's only level 76, which is pretty mid-game, I think, maybe even just coming out of the early game. But the way he described it really showed good progress for this account. So I just wanted to hop in and get a first experience with everybody and take a look at his account basically as a quick showcase. And if there's anything to optimize, I'll definitely let him know. But I think this account has been treated or done well for itself. So let's have a quick look. Chan has said like his account is basically just a $10 a month monthly gem pack account, so very low spend. Let's have a quick look around. So obviously maxed out, that's great. Great haul. I think that's pretty normal for this level of progress. 46 fights. Today is Tuesday, so he's definitely on top of his arenas. That's great, good to see. Gold 5, that's also very good. 10 across the board on the accuracy. Crit damage, perfect. This is exactly what I would have done as well, accuracy and crit damage. So looking really good. He's gone resistance, which is less important I think for early mid-game accounts, but maybe he has a reason why he's going resistance pretty consistently here. He probably has some magic and void nukers, that's why he went for crit damage. Let's check his shard situation here. So he's got 3 sacreds, 22 voids, and 37 ancients. Maybe he pulled recently, but he's at a little bit. I mean, he's definitely safe for any kind of fusion pop-up that occurs that he wants to do. Any kind of fusion he can probably do very easily with his shard count, so that's really good to see. Let's see what he's got in the bank here. Jetney, no problem. He started working on Great Hoof. I don't know if he's going to go for it all the way. Quintus, that's really good to see. The frags coming in. He missed the Supreme Elhain Pythion. Maybe he's got extra Pythions. And yeah, not really much else going on. Oh, Uros? Uros is 0. Maybe he pulled Uros already. Let me have a quick look here. How many days? I think it's a relatively new account too. That's kind of what caught my attention too. Yeah, it's actually only day 200. Only a day 200 account. Let's see, does he have Arbiter? He must have. Maybe he has Arbiter already. He does have Arbiter already. Okay, so day 200 already well past Arbiter. Almost done the first stages of the Ramantu mission. Stuck on this 10 max substat one. There's more pain to come. I think there's like a 40 max substat. So there's more pain to come, but he's got Arbiter before day 200. That's really good. Clan boss, what is he hitting? What is Chan Man hitting? Looks like an Ultra Nightmare clan. It's part of my cluster, so where is Mr. Chan here? 2 key, 80 million Ultra Nightmare before day 200. That sounds really strong. And he's probably 1 keying the Nightmare. He hasn't done Nightmare yet? Nope, not yet. Yeah, soon. But he's 2 keying Ultra Nightmare. Looks good. Looks like there's lots of room as well for him damage wise. So he's probably 2 keys all affinity. Any Hydra for him? Chan. Where are you at, Chan? Brutal. 11 mil on Brutal, so not he's got like the second chest, which is fine, and he's probably 1 keying hard here. Where is he? Chan Man, 6 million. He's definitely needing some help. He needs some help on Hydra. I can definitely help him there. So he's in bottom chest Hydra and bottom chest normal. All right, so it looks like Hydra is his biggest starting weak point. Definitely don't expect him to be 1 keying too many difficulties in Hydra, especially at day 200. I just use my own progression as like a kind of like a baseline of a pretty like try hard free to play player. Like I think I got Arbiter around day 180, so he probably got Arbiter way before me. But I definitely did not have a roster capable of doing anything remotely close to Hydra. Normal, he's basically working on, almost done. Oh no, this is hard. Doomtar hard. Wow, he's cleared Scarab. Scarab 100. That's really good. Griffin's coming up. Yeah, this one's gonna be tough. This last leg up to the 120. That's gonna be tough. So I guess he's working on. Oh wait, is this normal? Oh, this is normal. Okay, let's try hard. There we go. Okay, so he's stuck here. Yeah, it's definitely very hard for a mid-game account to go too high in Doom Tower. You need specific champions. You need them geared super well. Lydia, pretty close. Pretty close. Personally, I think my Lydia I got around day 300. And I wasn't particularly fast, but I say I was a decent speed for Lydia. So he's probably on pace to get Lydia before me, before day 300. So he's definitely doing really well on that front. Let's check out his champions. He must have a pretty stacked account, right? So like I said, $10 a month player. Look, what are we looking at? Wow, that's a lot of epics. Okay, so this is what happens when you're in the mid game. You have a lot of epics. This actually looks really good because he focused a lot of his resources on epics, strong epics that can carry him throughout most of the content in this game. He doesn't have a lot of legendaries, albeit he does have very good legendaries. He has Dracomorph, Venus. These two kind of mix each other up. You don't need both of them, but he has the Venus Cupidus combo. Harima, great. Artak, like insane champion, and then Helicath for the unkillable team, great. And Mithrala already. Wow, day 200, level 75 with Mithrala already. Mithrala is like, you can theoretically get, yeah, you can get Mithrala before Lydia. You could, and Mithrala is probably like even more important than Lydia because for this account, he has already 2 decreased defense and weakened champions. And then he has the one of the best cleansers in the game with Lydia. So that's really, really good. Really nice to see. Like he doesn't have a lot of legendaries, but he's focused on some really good ones. Really, really good ones. And his epics seem very good for support. Seeker for the unkillable team. This is probably for Hydra. Nia, probably for Hydra. And then he has a Geomancer, which is like the people's champion. He has an Ugo. And then this is Bommel solo champion. Deacon also very good. Let's check out his builds real quick. Let's have a quick look from top to bottom, I guess. 6-piece stone skin, so he's playing the Cupidus Venus combo, so that's really good. Not super high damage, has some speed, so his stone skin's probably a little bit limited, but it works. What do we got for Mithrala? Not fully upgraded. A little bit slow, a little bit low on the stats, but it's okay for PvE. I would definitely bump up the speed on her if possible. And then obviously the stats will come after some upgrades here. Let's see, Yakarl. Yakarl's just quick. Not sure what he uses Yakarl for. Maybe, I'm not really sure. Maybe Arena, but he's probably in a CC build with accuracy. Let's check out his Arbiter. 325. Seems reasonable for day 75. Day 200. And level 75. Seems very reasonable, 325. Good for a gold 5 nowadays, definitely on the low end, so he's not going to be challenging too many super strong teams. Venus, okay, so he plays it probably strictly with Cupidus, 6-piece stone skin, decent accuracy. Harima, he's got the Instinct set, little bit low on the damage, has accuracy. Kind of strange. I think I would just try to get her out in like full damage, broken sets. Cut the accuracy, forget the provoke, just give her full damage, high defense. That'll be my personal opinion. Bad L's in a damage set. Interesting. I don't think Bad L does insane damage, so I don't think I would gear him up for damage. I'm not sure what he's used for on this account, so he has a couple different builds. So definitely would maybe revise his build a little bit. Maybe move the Savage gear to Harima or even Yakarl, depending where you use Yakarl. Let's see, Rhonda, a little bit slow. Rhonda doesn't need accuracy, so you definitely don't need to build her with accuracy. But it looks like accuracy is just coming from substats. A little bit slow, but okay. A little bit okay with attack. Not sure what she's used for. She is fully mastered. That's kind of nice. Still, Relentless, not fully upgraded. 100% crit rate seems kind of strange. You don't really need 100% crit rate on her. Just give her more speed and accuracy and just survivability. Trunda, is it the main nuker here? Trunda, a little bit low on damage as well over crit caps. So I guess crit rate gloves. Okay, what else you got here? Relentless Tila, probably for Hydra. Dracomorph, probably for Clan Boss. Helicast just gotta be fast, I guess, for Clan Boss. Yeah, enough for Weekend. Another Relentless. Good to see some Relentless sets. Has 100% crit rate. Okay, I see the issue here. So definitely you can see some issues with hitting stats. So he's not able to hit super high stats with his gear. Mainly because his account's still relatively new, so no big deal there, but all his builds are very usable. They're about 200 speed, got correct accuracy for dungeons, you know, dungeon 20, 25, and has enough accuracy for probably brutal, hard, Hydra, but the speeds are definitely going to be low for Hydra. 200s I don't think is enough for brutal. You definitely want a bit more. So it's going to be a it's going to be a gear check, right? So if you're dealing with Hydra, it's going to be a gear check. So I definitely, if I were you, Chan, I would definitely look for a 1-key Hydra team to clear Hydra, and top chest hard mode, and then leave the rest for, and try top chest normal with your second team, and then leave the rest for brutal, because I don't think this account is ready for brutal, but it's a very good account. All these champions are definitely usable. Seeker, yeah. So you got a Relentless here is great. Relentless on Ugo, a little bit slow. I like closer to 250, especially for debuffers. What's Geo rocking here? Reflex actually has a reflex set. 200, 310. Yeah, sure, that works. What else you got? Skull Crown and more Instinct. Pretty low damage. So also I noticed that you do have a couple of damage dealers. So I noticed that you don't have that much gear. So I don't know which nukers you use specifically. You have a lot of 50s. Sorry, I don't know which nukers you use like more than the other. So I would definitely look for a way to combine some of your best pieces on your most used nukers. Because I noticed like most of your nukers don't really have like significant nuking stats. So I would definitely look for a way to combine them if possible. I know it's going to be hard because you're still only level 75, so not too much farming done on this account yet. But if you can make one good nuker, then I think that would be a success. Lots of 50s on this account, so definitely pushing for faction wars to finish. That's good to see, man. Yeah, I mean, honestly, no real complaints. Like all the builds seem very in line with the level of account. I mean, definitely above average, and all very usable. So yeah, I mean, these look great. Correct accuracy. What I would suggest is like some of your support champions, you don't need 100% crit rate, especially when you're kind of starved for stats. Like, you know, Artak, he doesn't need 100% crit rate. Like, I'd rather give him more speed or accuracy or health. Same thing with Bivold. So some of these champions you can cut the crit rate and then just go for more survivability or speed or accuracy. So definitely something to consider. I like that the masteries are done. Still working on Artak here. Yeah, these are really good. Like, these champions are kind of complete. That's what I like to see. Arbiter doesn't need it. Yeah. Yeah, and then I like this, saving the last two here for your Carl. Good. Yeah, these are good. I like it. Good builds. All right, let's check out some of your dungeon progress. I assume it's going to be decent. How's Minotaur looking? 28 seconds? Great. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. Ice Golem, working on hard, still on normal, which is fine. 25, 4 minutes. What are you working here? Yeah, a bit of a slow farm. So I guess for fusions you do 20, which is fine. Bad L can deal with the Ice Golem, no problem. Just like, yeah, not going to be a super popular dungeon. Still Spider. Okay, definitely Spider. You can probably crank it up here. For Spider, you can use... I saw Roll Guard. I saw Husk. So you can use those two. You can also use Defense Down and Weaken with the Venus or Dracomorph. And then you just need a reset champion, maybe with Renegade. and then a cleanser, Mithrala works fine. And then you can do up to stage 10 hard mode for spiders. So definitely look into a hard team if you want to progress there. 25 here, 2 minutes is actually kind of slow. So what do you got here? What are you missing? AoE HP burn? You got Artak now. Definitely look into a build with Artak. I know Artak with the right gear can solo mid spider hard with food. He might be a bit far away for you progression for now, but he will be your guy in that stage later on. So definitely look into the new team for your spider team. I would look into Artak for sure. Didn't see if he was booked or not, but I would. Maybe you're waiting for books. Yes, okay, he's not booked, so maybe waiting for books for him. So something for the future, but you're only level 75, day 200, which is very, very good. What do we got here for dragon? Yeah, 3-minute farm for dragon. No seer, so 3 minutes is acceptable. Aox, got wave clear. Looks like you don't have any wave damage. You need some wave damage. Artak again would probably be your man. But I guess negative affinity for 25. Maybe you'll be farming 24. You might be farming 24 here with the spirit affinity with Artak. Hard mode might be out of your reach right now because hard mode dragon, he hits super hard, so it's like a gear check. I mean, you can maybe cheese it with Hellcath, but it won't be super fast or super efficient. Hard mode requires kind of poisons. Poisons deal with the dragon still very good on hard mode. And I think for 24, you can maybe incorporate a team with Dracomorph. Dracomorph would just demolish the dragon with positive affinity as well. So I would look into a new team for dragons. It'll be just be taking a couple of these champions. I think it would be pretty easy to go under these times. It just takes a little bit of extra effort to coordinate a team. Fire Knight, oh, not very strong there, but so probably doing 20 Cold Heart, Hellcath. Rhonda's actually very good for Fire Knight, so you could pitch Rhonda right here in 25 maybe. So 25 you can go like Rhonda, Roll Guard works really well. Even Dracomorph has multi-hits, so Dracomorph might be able to do something. You could fit in somebody like Deacon who has the multi-hit. Even like Apothecary can stick in against 25. You need an allure ideally, which you don't have. I don't think. I didn't see. I didn't scroll down too far, but I didn't see an allure. Maybe a second Cold Heart at 50 can even slot in to help out. So definitely some improvements can be made on the Fire Knight score for sure. Don't expect anything from hard. Nope, nothing. That's fine. Sand Devil, stage 7, that's perfectly reasonable. Stage 7 is kind of like where you want to go just to get the preliminary first couple levels of Ascension. I wouldn't put too much effort into Sand Devil, especially with your gear levels. So basically, like, I would only focus on Sand Devil after you basically cannot improve your gear that much more after like 6-star legendary gear. So if you still need 6-star legendary gear or can improve with 6-star legendary gear, then definitely I would probably invest more energy into higher dungeon stages. Of course, like, you know, it's nice to have like a speed boot, ascended speed. So definitely something to look out for. But once you get those, everything else is kind of not worth ascending really. So I wouldn't spend too much energy in Sand Devil. Same thing with Iron Twins. I see you're at 13, which is very reasonable. Unfortunately, 14 and 15 drop the big guys, which, you know, obviously take the longest to stack up. But this is also something that probably shouldn't be focused on too much, especially at your stage in the game. Just enjoy your Mortal Soul Stones from Hydra. Yeah, I don't see too much resources here, so that's totally fine. What's your wish list? Yeah, Artak, 1-star Artak would be very nice. Okay, so let's see. Faction Wars, we covered it a little bit. Definitely keep going with Faction Wars. Glyphs are really good, really important because glyphs are just things that are limited to farm, limited to get in this game. So make sure on top of Faction Wars is really important. Also, Perception Gear is really important. In terms of Hydra, I'll give you maybe a good Hydra team, and then we'll see where it goes. So for Hydra, let me suggest you a team here. So first, so I'd say like top team for Hydra would be, assuming fully booked, Artak would be in the top team. Bivol's just generally a very good support champion because he brings leech. Tila is also a very good champion. So Tila and Mithrala, right? They both bring hex, and they both bring different types of survivability. Tila brings more damage, but Mithrala brings more survivability. So what you could do is basically like mix and match a little bit. You could go Mithrala, Bivol has leech, and then you can go Artak for damage, or you can go something like Tila for damage, and then you can go Mithrala. So now you have two. So you have the shield, you have the leech, and then you could probably even go still with Artak, because Artak will just detonate her HP burns. It just kind of adds damage. You want to keep both of these guys away from Geomancer. So if you're going to put Geomancer in the top team, you probably want it away from both of these AoE HP burners, because Geomancer benefits most from high difficulty and being by himself, basically as the only HP burner, so his HP burn doesn't get replaced. Ugo is going to be top team for sure. Beyond that, in terms of additional damage dealer, Husk is my preferred damage dealer for basically Brutal and Nightmare, because he does bring the A1 provoke, which is very useful when the Head of Decay does show up. So I know Head of Decay is not here in the opening rotation, but it's always good to have a backup. I don't see a Husk. I thought I saw one, but I don't see one. It's a little bit unfortunate. Roll guards are good, but he requires a reviver. I don't see like super good team revivers right now. Nia's also very good for support. I think she brings ally protection, strengthen. The thing is, you don't want to overlap your buffs. So you have strengthen from Mithrala. Mithrala is probably better overall champion than Nia, although Nia is very good. But Mithrala is going to be the A team. She's going to be on the A team. Nia could be on the B team. And your main damage dealer likely would be something like, I don't see anybody else. So it'd probably be like Mithrala, Ugo, Geo, probably Bivold. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have a pretty solid base. So the last two spots, you probably go Rector, because Torment Head is active, which is a bit of a shame because Torment's, because Rector doesn't really bring anything else. And then your last pick is probably just going to be a straight damage dealer. It might be Artak, just because he pumps damage, but he's not booked right now, so that's the problem, right? In that case, you probably bring Tila. I know it's not the best because you're mixing the hexes together, you mix the HP burn. So the other thing is you could bring Tila, cut Geo. Geo's not going to be super great in hard mode anyway, so you can cut Geo, bring Tila, and then you can bring one more damage dealer. It could be Cybele. Cybele's not booked, so that's not looking too good. I'm not feeling Bad L. Venus, you don't need Venus because you have Ugo. You need another damage dealer, real damage dealer. I mean, for hard, you could bring a nuker in. Haruma might even work. Haruma might even work for hard mode. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't really see it. It could be Trunda. Could be Trunda. If Trunda is your best damage dealer, you could bring some Trunda action for hard mode. So actually, that would be the team: Trunda, Ugo, Tila, Bivold, Mithrala, Rector. So that'll be your best team. I'd take that into 1 key hard mode, and then I would bring in leftovers to 1 key normal, and then use your leftovers to try to do whatever you can in brutal. If you easily do normal, use that team to do brutal, try to get the first chest, and then use your leftovers to do normal. But at this stage in the game, for you to 1 key hard Hydra is huge. it's going to be a gear check. So you're going to need some better gear. You're maybe like 1 or 2 champions away from making a better second team. And a champion that I would look into is probably Roll Guard. It gives you a damage option, although not the best in hard mode. It will help you in brutal and higher, and he generally still hits hard even in hard mode. But you do have Trunda, which is good. Haruma could be an option for like a lower difficulty as well. But yeah, I hope that helps you out for the Hydra team, or at least give you some ideas. Let's check out your arena stuff real quick. Defense, nothing. What's your team here? Boost, defense down. Oh, that's it. Yakaro is your CC. I see. Yakaro is a CC. Makes sense. That's pretty cool. Never thought about using Yakaro as a CC. Freeze is not the best though, because freeze reduces damage that they take. And also if you're playing against a Sifi's passive can remove the freeze. So do you have another CC champion? Not really. I mean, you could use Umbro for provoke, which is not that much better. Yeah, I guess that's about it. You could use Sylar, Terminator manipulation. Could use Seeker, I guess. Yeah, I guess it works for now. Yeah, works for now. But yeah, I would look to replace your Carl. How's tag team doing? Silver 1. Wow, that's really good. Silver 1's really good. Especially if, yeah, for level, for day 200. That's actually insane. Yeah, level 75. Yeah, really good, man. Good job. Silver 1, really good. Can't see any teams, so. And Silver 2. Wow. Also very good. Not too active, but yeah, I mean, very good. Sounds like, I mean, to me, it feels like you're very active in game. You hit all the points. You have good gearing on your champions. They're mastered. You have progressed quite a bit in Faction Wars. You've got Arbiter already. You got Mithrala already, which is massive. So definitely being in a good clan, clearing some of these like Hydra and top difficulty Ultra Nightmare clan boss definitely helps you build up resources. So it's really good to see, man. Great account, great work. Keep it up. Definitely a lot of time spent here. So good job, man. I don't like to see this capped Magi Steel, but no, I'm just kidding. It's fine. But yeah, I mean, even the forge is mostly empty, so you've definitely done quite a bit of forging in, I guess, CVC. Here you go, lethal. That's gonna be big, man. Make sure you save up the charms for that. Nice, you got charms too. There you go. Way to go, man. Nicely done. All right, man. I'm gonna give this back to you. Yeah, really good work. Love to see it. Nothing in your inbox. Nice and clean. Double checking the inbox here. Really clean inbox. 300 items. Really clean, man. I don't know if this means you haven't farmed at all. What the heck? Okay, you need to get rid of some of this stuff. Like, all right. But it looks like you definitely upkeep your box, or you don't farm at all. Can't really tell. It seems like you do farm quite a bit because you actually have most of your champions geared out pretty well to at least do content. So good for you, man. And good for you keeping your box clean here. Mostly just reaction and CVC items, shop items. But yeah, great work. Great work. Silver is a bit low. What the heck? That's like no silver, man. Not energy cap. That's good to see. All right, man. Thank you so much for letting me hop in your account. Great account. Level 76, Chang the Knight. Yeah, definitely put in a lot of time. And I think this is a good example of a mid-game account to really showcase what can be done even at a lower level. And yeah, day 200. So not even just got Sil, not even Visix, but yeah, really good progress so far, man. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. Really appreciate everybody, and see you guys in the next video.